Hey guys, it's Miskatonic here. Today we're going to be playing a mod called Phoenix. It's based off the Stepwolf mod. It's reported to be a little bit more stable, so I thought I'd give it a shot. What this mod does is it extends the timeline it starts at 11 AD, and it goes all the way to 2700, I believe, in the future. So the bookmarks end at 2010, so we can see present day in this mod as soon as it loads. And it's kind of interesting. You can go through, look at the leaders, like Barack Obama is a stat holder for some reason. I'm not sure if that's going to be edited or not. Stat holder Barack Obama, his stats are right there. I'm not sure. You know, depending on your view of him, that could be accurate or inaccurate. But anyway, we got Canada up here. Stephen Harper. It's pretty average. Anyway, I thought that was kind of cool. You can see, if we go to the Second World War, go to Nazi Germany, the Third Reich, Hitler, he's a 466 leader. I'm not sure how these are determined, but it's kind of interesting. Whereas, let's see, no, it's still, we go to the Vietnam War, North Korea, Kim Il-sung is a 898. I don't know. He might have been really good, but you know, a lot of the things he did weren't, so it's kind of interesting. But anyway, we're going to be playing as Egypt, ancient Egypt, that is. And for some reason, the mod didn't come with the cores where they should have been, and I'm not sure if that's by design or what. And I couldn't find any decisions to release ancient Egypt, so the country tag was in the game. It just, I was not able to see how it ever would come about. So I went in and I added the cores and I released it from Rome, because Rome did control this, and you know, it could be seen as cheating in a sense, I suppose. But I really wanted to play as Egypt, and I mean, it weakens Rome, but they really don't have anything to worry about. I mean, just look at them. They're only going to get stronger. So I'm assuming there's events to where Rome will become fractured and, I don't know, collapse like they did in history. I hope, because if not, they're just going to continuously steamroll everything, and it'll be I don't know, it'll be tough, that's for sure. So this is what we're going to be playing, Egypt, and we start out without seeing anything. We see our holdings, but we don't see the rivers. We don't see anything around us. I'll let you see what that's like. So so expansion will be slow at first, and especially because everything around us is guaranteed by Rome, or you know, is Rome's faith. So Rome is, of course, defender of the faith. So anything we do is going to call us in, or is going to call Rome in, and we'll get raffle stomped. So that's that. And then, since we were just released as a vassal, like, nothing is reset. Everything is broken at this point until the month takes over. So we'll just let that happen really quick. I guess I'll start building troops since I have 0. Let's take a look at our troops. We're a despotic monarchy. We got some interesting modifiers here. If you can pause it if you want, take a look. We're in the Age of Antiquity. We are an Egyptian state. That gives us that, which is actually really good. I never noticed that before. It's really good. Missionary costs 90% off. We're a settled civilization as opposed to a barbarian or nomadic civilization. We're the only nation we know of is Rome, who hates us. There's no advisors. Our king is decent. He's 753. It's not terrible. We can't do anything here yet. We'll take a look at our infantry. Egypt started with this, but if you look, these don't actually exist in the list. So I could leave them and I know the Egyptian chariot is better, but I don't know. I don't want to use something that's not actually there, so I'm going to change it to Bedouin, change the Nubians to the Armenian spearmen, which doesn't make any sense really, but we'll go with it. And the Roman ballista is far and away better than the battle ram. That's not even a question. Of course, there is two of them for some reason. So with that set, we'll start a recruitment. This is Rome's troop, and with that, we'll just let the time tick. Actually, I should get a royal marriage with Rome if I can. Should be able to see their capital. And I already have a diplomat. Alright. En route. That's fine. Let's let this month take over so we can do something. Alright, we discovered a river. Oh, in this mod, the rivers are actually traversable. And they can be blockaded like a strait. So when I played an earlier test game as Egypt, Jerusalem eventually declared war on me for whatever reason, and they obviously would get stomped in any normal accord. But when I tried to march troops to them, they tried to cross the river, and Jerusalem brought their ships in the river, and I couldn't cross. So it functions just like a strait. But anyway, now that we got our balance working, finally, we can... stability's at max. Oh, and I was going to play on normal difficulty, just like I usually do, but as I was testing it out in easy, and then when I did the mod, or when I modded the cores in, it was through a save game where I started as Rome, and it was accidentally left on easy difficulty, so... it's not what I normally would do, but for the time being, I'm only played this mod for maybe an hour at most, so being so new to it, I'm not too disappointed. Oops. Lock that down. And tech, we're in the Near East group. It's 89%. I think Latin is the Western tech group in this mod. I think only Rome has that. I could be wrong, but I assume they're at 100. I haven't actually looked. And technology you see here, everything is ahead of time. So everything's going to be going really slow. Everything needs, like, look at that, 352,000 investment to go to the next level. And the mod has increased the tech limit up to, I think, 230-ish range. So for right now, we're just going to invest in government for what little it'll actually get us at this point. Speaking of which, I'm just going to mint as much as I can then. Because there are a lot of buildings to build in this mod, and just getting those as soon as you can is good. Money's always good. And as soon as we have some troops laying around, I'm going to centralize a little bit. To that point, though, where you're gaining manpower very slowly. And our manpower limit is very little for being a decent-sized country, but that's income. Where's manpower? Oh, yeah, look at that. Not good. Not good at all. The interesting thing about this, though, being an Egyptian nation, we get that modifier that reduces missionary costs by 90% and increases the missionary chance by 40%. We also, our religion, our state religion, being the Egyptian religion, I don't know what the real name of that is, you know, with Ra and Osiris and everything. The religion itself gives us a negative 30% missionary cost. And what this does is let's send a missionary to Alexandria. It actually costs negative 19 gold, which ends up giving us that gold. So every time we use a missionary, we actually gain gold from it, which I don't think is working as intended, but I'm not going to complain. Let's start building some armories. We definitely need the manpower. And, interesting. Is that where I put it? I did put it in Tanta. Oh, that's not good. What happened? Oh no, it did change. It's the icon hasn't. All right, it's all good. So until we haven't even discovered our neighbors yet. The only one that we can really expand against is Judea, who's over here. Judea has a neighbor, another Hebrew Jewish state over here, and there is a neighbor right here along the coastline, and this neighbor right here is in the religious group as Rome, same religious group as Rome, and so Rome will defend them if anyone declares war on them. And the only way that we can expand really is if someone declares war on us. And in my test game of this, Judea did, for whatever calculations they had, they thought that was a good idea, and that worked out pretty well. But I'm not going to count on that happening again. Why hasn't that changed? I don't like that. Oh, there we go. Okay. Gonna get a cavalry. So this mod adds a lot of new things, and I guess one of our long-term goals, potentially, you can see here we have a Become Egypt's New title, and it hasn't been fleshed out really, but it lets you become like the Egypt of present day, and the year has to be after 1790 to enact that. So it just becomes like modern Egypt, I guess. All these things here let you spend money to get your advisors. In case you run out and need one desperately, you can pay for them. It's pretty expensive. It's 600 for a spy, 500 for missionary, etc. The Court of Beautiful Lady lets you change your heir at the cost of 70 ducats. It's, you know, if you get an heir that's 333, this wouldn't be a bad idea. This one is a permanent decision. Grant every ethnic group and religion with equality. Just makes a national revolt risk a -5 for the entire game, but it costs 5,000 gold, and you need another 150 provinces to do it. Pacifist is to spend money to reduce infamy, I believe. It's not a bad idea. But this one is I was curious about. Restore the Macedonian Empire, which I believe means the Empire of Alexander, and